Today, actually, I'm going to talk about benefits of contribution to foresee our efforts. So, just I will reiterate few things what I have told you yesterday, and I will actually tell you few more new things. Okay. So for that, let me share my screen. So today I will tell, like I have shown you what all the activities we have with FOSSI are activities where you can contribute. So here I am going to just show you in a different way that. So here I will just reiterate few things. So yesterday you have seen basically if you students where students can participate. Okay, so students can participate in our textbook companion project, and what they get it basically they get e-certificate, and they will get separate URL for their work. As you have seen yesterday, there was a separate link for each book, and if you click on that link you will see all the details related who has actually coded that book and all the details of the students and the book. So if you a student, so they can actually submit a TBC. They get each certificate as well as separate URL for their work. If they want to go abroad or anywhere for their further studies, they can show that I have completed this work, and that means I know R programming very well. Secondly, they can actually participate in lab migration. Once your faculty member, if they are submitting lab migration project, they can tell you to actually solve that lab problem. And if there is only one student doing it, then that student will get a separate certificate for giving solution for the lab migration problem. If there are more than one student actually giving solution, you may get common e-certificate. Okay. If there is just one student, he will get separate. But there are more than one student who are giving solution, they will get common certificate. Then next is case study, of course. So if you are actually submitting case study, it gets approved, and if you successfully complete it, you will get e-certificate. Then next is actually here I'm going to tell you about that we are actually offering long-term semester-long internship. Right now we are offering that, and we are actually accepting registration for the same. So this fellowship internship, we are actually expecting students to work for 2 to 4 months or 3 to 4 months, okay, starting from 1st of March. So for that, what you have to do is you can register yourself on the given link. All the details are available on fossee.in website, www.fossee.in website. And once you register, you will get an email from our team saying that this is the task you have to complete before you get selected. Basically, there is one screening task. You will have to complete that, submit it, and we will evaluate your submission, and then you will get selected. Here, there is no criteria for this fellowship or internship. We don't apply any criteria for selection based on your marks. You might get actually CGPA 8.9 or 9 or whatever, or you may get 3 or 4. But we are not going to select you based on your marks. We are going to select you how well you have completed the screening task, how good was your submission. And that submission is based on programming of R. How well you know programming, whether you have learned, and we give you enough time to do so. So now what we are going to do is till 31st or 5th of February, you can actually register. And we are sending out screening tasks to those who have registered. And they will get 1 month time to complete. So till February end, you can actually submit your task. We will evaluate it, and from 1st of March, the semester long internship can be started. Similarly, we every year we offer FOSSI summer fellowship. That is for 4 to 6 weeks. Right now, we have not actually announced anything. That will be announced soon. The same way, we actually give some screening tasks to students. They have to complete that, and based on their submission, we select them. Okay. So this is all actually for the students. What they can actually, where they can participate, how they can get benefited. Everywhere you can see you get e-certificate. Here also you will get certificate, and you may get some honorarium during internship or fellowship.
Ma'am, what will be the timeline for internship and fellowships?
Internship will be for 3 to 4 months. We expect you to work on part-time or full-time for 3 to 4 months, starting from March 1st. And summer fellowship generally starts in May to mid of July. But right now we have not actually thought about it yet, but we will soon declare it, and all the information will be available on our website. Okay. So this is for the students. Now we have so many faculty members are actually attending this workshop. I would like to tell them that similar way you can also participate. You can also gain some certificates. So here is the thing for faculty members. So similarly, you can also get e-certificate, separate URL. Even you can actually submit lab migration project. For submitting lab migration project, the faculty member who has submitted or proposed that lab migration will get certificate. They will get separate URL. And not only that, your faculty, HOD or principal, they also get e-certificate, because once you propose, they have to approve it. HOD will approve, then principal will approve that lab migration. So we actually give certificate to HOD and principal also. Similarly, you can, to encourage your students how to do a case study or project, faculty members can also submit a case study. For that, similar way, you get e-certificate. Then if you are conducting workshops, so see, now we have given you lot of material. 23 spoken tutorials are available with you. And then even we are sharing practice problem. We have given, even in spoken, there are assignments available. So if you want to conduct workshop, you can conduct workshop separately. You can conduct workshop on your own. You don't need us to conduct any workshop for your college or your vicinity or other colleges, those who don't know our programming. And if you want to spread our programming, then you can conduct this kind of workshop in your college or nearby your colleges. So now how college can participate in our activities. So through lab migration, they get separate certificate. College will get separate certificate once they migrate one lab. Secondly, if you, by encouraging your faculty members, your students, and if you are actually contributing more and more to FOSSI, you can become a FOSSI club member. So once I'll show you this. So here is a list of our current FOSSI club members. And what FOSSI club member does is, FOSSI club member is any institute that will promote and contribute to the various activities of FOSSI project. So whatever we are doing, in the same line, if you are contributing, you can become a FOSSI club. How can your college can become a FOSSI club? So These are the criteria. At least these many number of submissions you should be doing it for becoming FOSSI club. So if you are from your college, if we get 10 textbook companion in Scilab or in different, like it need not have to be only Scilab. It can be combination of these software. Similar way, 5 lab migration, like this. So if you are actually contributing more and more, then you can become a FOSSI club for your college. And what are the benefits of the FOSSI club? You get recognition. All these are the benefits. So, and not only that, we actually give preference to the colleges who is FOSSI club. We give preference to the students who is a contributor for the entry of the job fair. So suppose somebody is actually submitting TBCs or case studies in R, and if we are conducting job fair in R, they get direct entry. Otherwise, we take actually written test and entrance test for getting eligible for the job fair. But if you are already contributed and if your college is FOSSI club, they get direct entry. Got it? So these are the things actually your college, you and even students can get benefited. Is that okay?
Those job fairs that you mentioned, the FOSI job fairs, are they open to all?
Yeah, they are open to all, but for those people who are not from FOSSI club, they will have to actually go through the screening process. So if you are taking some written test or some interviews before even you get eligible for the job fair, so they will have to go through that screening procedure.
Okay, I understood.
But here, if you're a contributor and if your college is FOSSI club, they get direct entry. Similar way, for FOSSI summer fellowship, also if your college is FOSSI club and if you're a contributor, you get direct entry. Suppose if you have completed one textbook companion already, and if your college is already a FOSSI club, next time you don't have to complete the screening task. You will be considered for the fellowship based on your submission. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am, understood, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Any other questions? So, do you think that this is a good idea to start this initiative in your college? Why don't you become a FOSSI club? You tell you. In fact, I request for faculty members to take initiative, motivate your students. That way they learn. We have so many actually FOSS available. Let them learn. Let them contribute. And that all these things they can do it in extra time, and which will actually prepare them for jobs. Okay, anybody would like to say anything? Anything?
Yes, ma'am. Now I become research scholar, but I will refer these things to where I worked
Yeah.
previously.
And one good thing is, see, whatever submissions we already have with us, they are a good example for learning material available for everybody. So you can refer them, you can read, see, use it. If you contribute, somebody else will use it, right? And you will feel good that, okay, my book, whatever I have coded, has been used by somebody else for their own purpose.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, anybody has any other idea? So one more idea, actually recently we have this actually when we were discussing. So one more thing, one more project we may launch in near future is that this is for Venkatesh, okay? Venkatesh, pay attention.
Yes, ma'am.
Suppose if you are referring any research paper, right? And if you see that for any kind of analysis, they have used SPSS or any other proprietary software for doing data analysis, right? So, do you mind actually writing all that things in R and getting the same result and submitting it on our website so that if somebody wants to replicate those results, they did not have to buy a proprietary software, correct? They can actually use R code, which is freely available, and do the similar work. So now we are going to call it as a research companion. So where you will refer a research paper, see if they have used any for any kind of analysis, if they have used proprietary software. Instead of that, if you can do the same thing using R, then you will code all those, refer everything. Generally, for such kind of thing, you should use open access research papers where the data and all the information is freely available. So you have data, they have given what they have done it. Similar way, you can also reproduce those results in R and submit it. So is that interesting?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So that is one more activity we are going to add.
Yes, ma'am. That actually sounds like a really great idea. Like,
Yeah.
but will it be will those people allow us to republish and
No, we are going to, what we are doing is basically we are using open access research papers. Okay. And we are saying that, see, this person has done using some proprietary software, suppose SPSS. We are saying that you don't have to go and use SPSS. Same result, same thing can be reproduced using R. And there should not be any problem because that is already published paper.
okay, man. If that happens, then yeah, that would be really great.
Yeah. So actually, we are going to create a really big data set for researchers.
Okay. One thing I want to add.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. How is the workshop going?
Yeah, going good, sir. But I think participants have to be more interactive.
They will interact. So what are we discussing?
I was telling them the idea of research companion, sir. I have explained them all the activities where students can benefit, faculty members can benefit, even college can benefit. Then I have added here is which we have not displayed on our website yet, no? Research companion. So I have explained them what is research companion.
Yeah. So in fact, I don't know whether you mentioned this particular thing that wherever any statistical analysis is carried out in any research paper, if that same thing can be done, assuming of course all the data are available, doing the same thing through R and making it available to the public. It may be useful to the researchers if we contact them. In case anybody has published, we can contact them and say, would you want me to do the analysis for you free of cost? Okay. Because some people may do research and they may say that, okay, I don't mind sharing that information with the public.
Right.
Here are the data. And let the same analysis be done in R. So that is something we can do. Somebody said something. In fact, I was just talking to some people just about 1 hour ago about OpenFOAM. OpenFOAM is a computational fluid dynamics software, and we are trying to promote that. In fact, as a part of FOSSEE, we promote a lot of open source software systems, right? And I don't know if have you shown our FOSSEE website?
No, sir. I have shown them our website, our FOSSEE website.
Okay, so let me just share my screen.
Yeah.
Because it's possible that they may not have seen FOSSEE website.
Yes, sir.
So this is our FOSSEE website. You can see that we have, we promote Scilab, we promote Python, we promote eSIM, which is electronic circuit design software. We promote OSDAG, which is steel structure design software, DWSIM for chemical engineering simulation, OpenFOAM for computational fluid dynamics, Open Modelica for modeling and simulation, PLC for programmable logical controller. It's an open source hardware. And then Arduino, the heater system, or QGIS is a GIS software. Focal is a free and open source creative art library. So every one of them is promoted, and if you, of course, if you click this, it'll take you to the right page. For example, I was talking about OpenFOAM. So if you click this, it'll take you to the OpenFOAM page, which is in this case for CFD. Okay. So I was talking to OpenFOAM, and I was telling any published research on computational fluid dynamics, if somebody says, I want to do this in OpenFOAM, we'll be happy to display that work in our webpage. Just like R that I told you about. Some paper does a lot of things, so one can always talk to the original researchers and say that, would you want me to do the same analysis in R? Okay, so supposing they agree. In fact, we are thinking of announcing it in all places, saying that we have people who are ready to do this. Is there anybody who wants to migrate their analysis work to R? Migrate means migration from one of the research papers. So of course, they have to make available all the data sets. Then we can do identical analysis and publish it. So that is the idea. So I assume that you mentioned this also, Smita.
Yes, sir. Actually, the thing is, I mentioned that the paper should be open access paper.
Need not be open access paper. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Need not be open access paper. It can be any published paper, and you know, that's okay. We have no problem. Only thing is, we should be able to get the data required. Right. All the data should be available. Then you can do that.
Okay.
Okay. What else did you talk about, Smita?
I told them about job fair. I told them about semester-long internship and summer fellowship.
We also do lab migration. You probably talked about yesterday, right?
Yes, sir.
So all the teachers are welcome to join in lab migration, and that is a recognition. Getting your name on our webpage, saying along with several other migrations. So this will also be very good. In case you have any lab that is based on SPSS or any other statistical software, so it will be a useful thing, and it's a recognition in your own college. Yeah. Are there any questions from the participants?
Sir, do we need to submit the consent of the original author also along with the for this research rework?
Not required.
It's not required. If we are able to arrange the data, then it's sufficient.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because you have the freedom to do the analysis by some other software. You're not copying, you're not, you know.
We are not going to publish, obviously.
Again, no, even if you publish, I mean, of course, nobody may be willing to publish. That's a different thing. But if somebody is willing to publish, you're not violating any rights, because there is a difference between, that's the difference between patent and copyright. Okay.
Yeah.
Patent is for the idea. If somebody says that I have made this molecule, then you cannot make that molecule at all. That is patent, right? That's for example, a drug. Example.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But copyright is for the way it is expressed. Supposing they write in a particular way a sentence,
Okay.
Supposing you rephrase it, it is perfectly
Then it's
okay.
allowed.
Then
Yeah.
it is allowed. That is the meaning of copyright. Copyright is for the way it is written,
Okay.
not the idea. The idea means it is patent.
Okay, so representation, obviously some different representation can be used.
Yeah, because you are now, supposing they have in the research paper, supposing they published using Fluent, right?
Yes, sir.
So that you are not reproducing. You have redone the whole thing in open form, and you are even willing to share the open form input file, for example. I mean, R. Supposing you have done the same thing in R. You can share the R code, and it is not from that paper, because in that paper it is SPSS used, perhaps. Right?
Yeah.
So
Yes,
nothing from that paper is reproduced. So you're not violating any copyright. It's perfectly okay.
Okay.
You don't need their permission.
Okay, thank you, sir.
If at all anything, they should be happy with you, because you are popularizing their work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks a lot, sir.
Yeah. Any other question?
Sir, to take part in this companion projects, both the textbook companion and this research companion, like, is it necessary for our college to be affiliated with the FOSI? Like,
Not required. Individuals can also do that.
Okay, sir.
It's very easy. In fact, textbook companion, because research companion, we are yet to create that page. But textbook companion, it says, where to contact, what is the procedure, everything is explained. Nowhere is the college in picture. If the college wants to acknowledge that, that is okay. But if the college doesn't want, you don't need college's permission for that.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Any other question? How do you people like the workshop so far?
Amazing, sir. Sir, just brilliant, I will say. Like I was so afraid of R before. Like I have been using. I am just a beginner in statistics and analytics field. Like last December only, I started my postgraduate diploma from ISA Northeast campus. Like before that, I was for 3 years completely away from this field of mathematics and science. I was preparing for UPSC, civil services. So, and all of a sudden coming into contact with mathematics, statistics, and this programming, I was really afraid of. But last 2 days practicing are like I am now pretty confident, and I am really interested in going further.
Yeah, that's very good. That's very good. Of course, R is a very easy language, but also we have developed this method for hands-on training. Sometimes you go and attend workshops where there is theory after theory and not much of practice. But our focus is always hands-on practice, that at the end of the workshop, you should confidently say, yes, I know how to do it.
Yes, sir. I think that's what what made the most difference in this.
Okay, thank you, Lokesh. Any other comment? Anybody else? Any feedback on the workshop? Any other feedback? For how many people these things were already known? Is there? Is it something that? Is there anybody who expected a lot more in the workshop? Are we going too fast, too slow? Correct speed? Okay. Are you people able to do the assignment and so on? Are you spending time at home to complete the assignments? Yeah. If you have any difficulty, please do come to the help session at 9:30 in the morning, half an hour early, and our team members will be there to answer them. Right? Smita, if there is nothing else, I will hand over the mic to you. You may go ahead.
Okay, thank you, sir. Sir, Yash would like to talk to everybody today. Yeah. From the promotion team.
Yes.
Yash, over to you.
Thank you, Smita ma'am. Good evening, everyone. So my name is Yash, and I take care of the promotions of this project FOSI. So I would just like to share a few things with you, that FOSI is very much active on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and so on. So I would just like you people to follow and subscribe our pages Okay, so that you can stay updated, because generally as you know that, okay, you might have come to know about this workshop through maybe email or through your friends or colleagues and so on, but all these things we also put on our social media. So just, you know, you can stay updated with all our events and happenings. So I would just like to share it with. Yes, so I would just like, I put some links in the chat box. I would just like you everyone to please follow and subscribe it, because all our updates about events, happenings, workshops, we generally put it here, so that, you know, everyone gets to know about it. So please do like and follow it. And our general email ID also I will share with you. In case you have any issues or queries, you can write to us. Obviously, if you have any queries related to a particular software, then you can contact the relevant email ID. But general queries you can write to us, and definitely we'll be there to help you out or guide you to the correct person. So please do follow and like us. And we would, you know, want more participation from you in future upcoming workshops and events. We also have an ongoing internship, is semester long internship. Registrations are in progress for that. So the faculty members, you can ask your students to register for that, and even others, all the participants, if you have anyone in your contacts who you feel can benefit out of this, then they can definitely, you know, take part in this. Because the best part is, you know, these internships are free of cost. Like, you don't have to pay anything as registration amount, because generally many companies do charge that, but we do not charge it. And the selection criteria is also quite different. It is not based on your grades or marks. It is based on, you know, only the knowledge on a particular floss, or on a particular force or floss. Yes. So I've shared the website link with you. Please do share it with your students and your, maybe, you know, whosoever is interested or whosoever can benefit out of it. Thank you so much. Smita, I'm over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Yash.
Yeah, thank you.
So, yeah. So, do you have any general question, anything you want to share, talk? Otherwise, then we can call off for workshop for today.
Ma'am, just one general question. Like, I know I will be following like the links you have shared on LinkedIn. Like, I'm not on other 3 platforms, but LinkedIn I will be following. But you know, like, I have you know, this workshop for Python has been done, or like has it been scheduled for future?
No, so if you see, we generally have. Are you talking about a self-learning workshop? Because we also have a self-learning course on Python, which runs every month.
Okay, I don't have actually much idea about you know, but like from this R programming only, like, I am more interested in learning other languages also from the same platform. So that's
Got it. So I'll just share the relevant links with you for that as well. Okay. See, Python, we have a Python self-learning course. We used to conduct workshops for colleges and all, but, you know, right now since colleges are not fully functional, so we are currently also offering self-learning Python course, wherein, you know, what it runs every month. For example, January month's registration has been stopped. So now from 1st Feb onwards, you can register for the February month course. So I'll explain you the procedure for that. You register in the month of Feb, and during the last 2 days of the month, there is a quiz which is conducted on this Python course. Okay. Obviously, it is based on the content which you learn during the entire month. So we conduct a quiz for 2 days. You can appear, like, you know, we give you a slot of 2 days. You can appear in any time as per your convenience. And then once you clear the cutoff, so we have a cutoff for that. If you clear the cutoff, then we give you a graded certificate of Python workshop. So that's how it works. I hope that answers your query to some extent.
Yeah, that was really helpful. Yeah, thank you, Yash. Thanks a lot.
Yes. Yeah, so you can just, you know, visit this self-learning course, and for again, the registrations for February will start on 1st Feb. So you can definitely register for that. And if you have any queries, you can feel free to write to us. We'll definitely be, you know, helping you out. So yeah.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Yash.
Okay. Thank you.